Hello, welcome to this tutorial about how to create a landing page with an opt-in form and an auto reply email on GrooveFunnels and to integrate it with Mailchimp. I'm Bob Miller, and the reason to link the Mailchimp account to the GrooveFunnels is because right now, as of this date of June 2021, GrooveFunnels is still in beta. And so their email system isn't working, so you have to use another auto reply system in order to get it to work. So there may be several ways to do this process, but this is one of them, and this is the task. We're going to create a 2-page website. The main landing page will have an opt-in form, and then there will be a thank you page, and then there will also be an auto reply email that the person will receive after they subscribe. Now, since I was a newbie at GrooveFunnels, it took me a long time to figure out how to do this, a couple weeks at least. And so I had great difficulty, and I decided to make a video about the process in order to make it easier for other people, for you, so that you don't have to waste the time that I did. I think it took so long for a number of reasons. First of all, because I was new, and also because GrooveFunnels was new. It was still in beta and everything wasn't working as it should. And also there wasn't an instructional video that explained the exact process that I wanted, because I didn't need to do anything with shopping carts or funnels or anything like that. And I wanted to have the auto reply email also. And also because there are so many modules in GrooveFunnels, there's so much that it can do, it just took me a while to filter through the whole process. So hopefully we'll save you some of that filtering time. Now, for this demonstration, I'll be using the landing page that I created for my other business, which is partnership programming. I do risk-free, zero-cost software development for content creators with an established list of subscribers. And so this 2-page opt-in site is for prospects to apply for my services. Let's get started. Welcome to this tutorial about how to integrate a Mailchimp sign-up form into a GrooveFunnels landing page. So we are going to be creating this page. This is my partnershipprogramming.com page, and it's got some information about the offer. I made all this in the Groove Build program, the Page Builder program. There's a couple of testimonials there, and this is the most important part. This is the opt-in page, and after somebody opts in here and they submit their application, then it will take them to the thank you page to show that they've completed their application, but also they will also receive an email from me to confirm it. So that's what we're going to be creating. Now the focus here is not to look at the page builder, okay? I'm not going to be teaching really how to do the page builder very much. The goal here is to show you how to integrate Mailchimp into this whole process. Okay? So there are going to be 3 basic major steps in the process. We're going to, you've got to get signed up for Mailchimp, and then there's a couple of things that we're going to do in Mailchimp. And then step 2 is we're going to add the Mailchimp integration to GrooveFunnels, and there's a number of parts to that. And then finally, we're going to link the Mailchimp fields to the opt-in form and test it. So in just a few steps, you will cross the bridge to an integrated opt-in page. Okay, so in step 1, we have to go to Mailchimp and sign up for the free account. And I chose Mailchimp because they have a free account where you can have up to 2,000 subscribers before you have to start paying. So that sounded like a pretty good deal. So let's do that. Okay, this is the Mailchimp sign-up page, the registration page. Okay, we've registered at Mailchimp, and we've activated the account link that was emailed to us. So now let's log in. We've logged in, and now Mailchimp's sending us another verification link. Okay, Mailchimp has sent us the verification code, so let's get started now. We've got our free account at Mailchimp. We're all logged in. We've gone through all their verifications. Now let's look at the 3 things that we're going to be doing. we are going to create an API key. Then we are going to create the merge fields for the opt-in form, and then we're going to create an auto reply email. In Mailchimp, we're going to select account, then extras menu, and then choose API keys. So let's do that. Go down here to click on the account. There's account. Now we're going to go to the extras menu, and we're going to choose API keys. Scroll down, and as you see, it says we don't have any active API keys. So we are going to click to create a key. That's all it takes. This is the key right here. Now notice it also says right here that there is no label set. So let's just click that and let's do audience 2. This is the API key here. So we're going to copy that and use it for later. Okay. So we've done the first part. Select account extras, choose API keys. Now we created the key, we copied the key, and we created a label for it. So that's A is done. Now let's move on to step B. Okay, now we're going to create the merge fields in Mailchimp that will be used in the opt-in fields in GrooveFunnels. Okay, so we're going to click on Audience, Settings, Merge Fields in Mailchimp. You'll see right now we're on Audience, and you need to go to Audience Settings. If I click right here, it says Audience. This is a little trick I learned about navigating in Mailchimp. There is no settings field. You can't see it. Now you need to click right here on All Contacts. When you do that, then this menu appears. So then click on Settings, and we are going to scroll down to where it says Audience Fields and Merge Tags. So we're going to select that. This is where you will choose the fields that are going to be in your opt-in form. Now the field names that are used in Mailchimp have to be duplicated using the same field names when we set up the integration in GrooveFunnels. So the email field will always be there, and as you can see, the name of it is email, obviously. Now we're also going to use a first name field, which is called fname, and a last name field, which is called lname. We don't need the birthday, so I'll just deselect that. And now also I've created this custom field. And the way that that was done is that I clicked on the Add a Field button, created project, gave it the name project, and then I also gave, notice the ID name right here is project. We'll be using that later. So those are the 4 fields that we'll be using in the opt-in form. We've created the merge fields, and we've used the standard input fields, and we also created a custom field. Now it's time to go on to the third step, which is create the auto reply email and assign it to new subscribers of the selected audience. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, we are on the audience fields, merge fields in Mailchimp, and then we're going to click on automations, this menu item here, and we're going to scroll down to where it says welcome new contacts. And we're going to make the second selection, create a welcome email. Now, they've automatically given the name Bob Miller Inc. because that's what I use for my company name, and that's fine. We can use that. They've given the campaign name single welcome email. That's fine. We can just keep that for now. So let's begin. This is the single welcome email page, and there are 4 parts to it. First, we are going to say that new subscribed contacts are contacted immediately after they join. We're going to choose that. And then the from, they've got me down for bob2@partnershipprogramming.com. That's fine. We'll just use that. The subject says, thanks for joining us. Let's change that because really it should say something like, thanks for your application. Good enough. And under the preview text, we'll say, let's talk about your project. All right, and save that. And now for the content. Let's design that. Now there's a number of themes. Not all of them are available to free subscribers, but we're just going to choose this basic one right here. Choose Change Template. Okay, this is the basic design. First thing, let's put in a logo. We'll do that by choosing Replace. And then I have already preloaded my logo in here. You do that with the Upload button, but we've got it here already. So I'm going to select that. We're going to insert that into there. And let's change the size because it's too big. Now for the content. Let's do that. That's done. Let's save that. Okay, we have done the 3 steps. We have created the API key in Mailchimp, we created the merge fields, and we created the auto reply email. Now it's time to get back to GlueFiles. Okay, we are moving on to step 2. For the next part of this video, we'll be looking at step 2, adding Mailchimp integration to GlueFunnels. This will be the fastest step. First, we're going to open the Page Builder app in GlueFunnels. Now, we're going to click on the hamburger icon in the upper right corner and select My Integrations. We select Add, and then under Integration Type, we select Mailchimp. This is the hamburger icon in the top right. Choose that, select My Integrations. We don't have any integrations yet, so we're going to click on the Add Integration button. And this drop-down will appear under Integration Type. We click Add under Integration Type, and we go down and choose Mailchimp. Now, there's a place to type in a description. We'll just say this was Audience 2, and this API key, this is where we get to paste in the API key that we had earlier. So there it is, paste it in, and let's click Update to save it. We have successfully set up a Mailchimp integration. We paste in the API key at the appropriate spot, and we name the audience, and so we are set. Okay, now we're moving on to step 3. Okay, it's time to move on to step 3. Link the Mailchimp fields to the opt-in form. Okay, this will be the longest step because you need to create the page and the opt-in forms. Now, since this video is not about how to use Page Builder, we're going to go through that part very fast. We're just going to skip over it because there's plenty of videos online that teach how to use the GlueFunnels Page Builder. This video is just about how to integrate Mailchimp into it. Okay? So open the Page Builder app in GlueFunnels. This is the GlueFunnels dashboard. We are going to click on Groove Pages and choose the editor, Open Editor. This is the Page Builder app right here. This is the page that we are going to be creating. Now, when you click on the Pages icon here, you can see all the pages in your website. This is the main page, okay? And then this is the thank you page. But what I've created here is a copy of the main page. However, I've removed the opt-in form. So all the other parts, I'm just going to presume that you will figure out how to do that with another video that teaches how to use the Page Builder. We are going to use the Page Builder a little bit in order to create the opt-in form, though. There is the opt-in form. Okay, we've done that. Now we are going to click on Elements, scroll down to Integrations, and choose the Mailchimp widget. All right, so now we're going to click on Elements, scroll down to Integrations, and choose the Mailchimp widget. And we're going to drag that. You see there's a little outline appeared where it should appear, where it's going to go, right here. That is the spot. Okay. Now you'll notice that the Mailchimp widget only has got one field, email. Since our opt-in form is going to have 4, we are going to copy this 3 times. And this is how it's done. Click on the field, and when you hover over it, the duplicate icon is the second one from the left. So we're going to copy that field, and then we're going to copy the field we just copied. And then we're going to do it again. And so that would be email, first name, last name, and projects. So those are the fields that we need. So now we're going to configure them so that the field IDs match the IDs on the Mailchimp opt-in form. So click into email, and then click on the configure button, and you'll see the input ID. Right now it's empty, so we're going to type in the word email. And notice that the input name also says email. We're going to make these two match. They always should match, email and email. The placeholder is what it will say on the field right there, and then we're going to click on the add validation. Now the type is email, so the computer will validate that they put in a real email address, and then check this box which says the field cannot be empty, and don't forget to update. Okay, so we've got the email field. Now this one is going to be first name. So under the ID, if you remember from Mailchimp, it was called fname, and that is what we are going to put here also. Fname, and for the input placeholder, you're going to say, we'll type that, first name. And let's add some validation rules. It says email because we duplicated the email field, so let's change that to text. We don't want it to be empty, and we're going to update it. There it is, first name. Now let's do the same for last name. Now let's modify the project field. Project description. Now for me, this is the important one, so I want to make sure that it is filled out. So I've set all the fields so that they can't be empty because it's all information that I require for my application. Now the last thing we're going to do is set up the submit button, which is right there. Now this button says subscribe, but I don't like that. I'm going to say apply, because that is more appropriate for my website. And then for button action, we're going to choose submit. And then click update. We clicked on elements, we scroll down to integrations, and we choose the Mailchimp widget. And then we dragged it to the desired location in the opt-in form. And then we duplicated the fields, and we configured each field to match the Mailchimp input labels. And we configured the submit button. Then the final step is that you need to create a thank you page to send the user to after they submit the form. So watch this part, it's a little bit tricky too. This is the form, but we need to find, this is actually just the box for the form. We need to find the actual opt-in form. Notice that when we click on it, if you look down here at the bottom, there's a list. We're clicking on the container. We don't just want the container, we want the opt-in form. So let's click again, closer here. And now the red box is a little tighter. And if you look down here on the menu, it says that we're clicking on the Mailchimp component, and that's what we want. Under configure, it has automatically selected audience 2 for us because that's our only audience since we've got the Mailchimp free account. So that was nice of them. Under list, the list, remember, in Mailchimp was called Bob Miller Inc. That's our audience list. So that's the email that we're going to be subscribing the people to. So select that. So we've got that selected, and now we need to choose the thank you redirect. So click on here, select page, And then under the pages, see, it's going to show the pages that are part of this website. So select the one that you have already created called Thanks. And don't forget to update. Now notice that the project description field is very small. This is going to be a multi-line text field, so let's enlarge it. I'm going to click on Design, and then for Size, we're going to choose Height, and let's go relative to parent, set the height like that. Okay. And we're going to click Save. So now that we're all done, we need to save our work, and we are going to publish this. When you click on the Publish button, a couple of options come down. You can publish website, or you can publish the current page. Well, we're going to publish the current page because that's the only thing that we've changed. So I'm going to click on the center icon, and it's going to publish that. Okay, we created the thank you page. We linked it to our opt-in form. So now let's test it. This is the partnership programming web page with all the information. Here's the opt-in form. I've put in my email, first, last name, describing the project, and let's click on Submit Application. Subscribed, and there's the thank you page. Okay, and that was the final step. Okay, that concludes our tutorial about linking Mailchimp to GrooveFunnels. Please enter any comments or questions into the comments section below the YouTube video. I will read those and reply. If you're interested in getting a free GrooveFunnels account, the link below will take you right to the free sign-up page. Thank you very much. I'm Bob Miller with Partnership Programming. Best wishes.